on today's video, I am back with another shoe unboxing. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you stay by subscribing to the channel so you can see more videos from me. How are you guys? How are you? I am good actually. Not that you asked. Obviously, if you saw the title, you would know that it's another pair of shoes from Mango. I love that store so much. I just want to mention quickly that this video is not sponsored by Mango or any other brands that I may mention during this unboxing. Now, I feel like the weather's starting to pick up. Anyway, I picked up another pair of shoes from Mango and I want to take you through why I got it, how it looks like, where I got the inspo, how I'm going to style it, what else? Like the actual details of the shoes, man. If you've been around, you know how I usually do these unboxing videos. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Box it came in. Oh, I was worried there for a sec. I thought this box also had an address on the side. Thankfully it doesn't. Anyway, this is the box it came in, obviously, and the other humongous one from I almost said Superbalist. Take a lot. I bought these shoes from Mango through the Superbalist app. This is how the boots look like. I am super excited actually. I am super excited. They do have a Western look to them. I'm grateful that they don't have those belts that normally, let me place one right here so that I can focus on this one. You've obviously seen how they look when I have them both on hand. Anyway, this is the boot. Let's speak about one of the boots. They have a zipper on the side. I'm happy with where they are placed. I'm happy they are not this side of the boot, which is the side that everyone sees. Here you may think there's another zipper, but actually there isn't. There's actually a small gusset. Oh, I can't even stretch it for you to see, but it's that small. I can't even move the boot for you to see. If you have thick legs, it's quite helpful because it expands the boot a bit so that you get more room when you're wearing the boots. Anyway, they have this detail at the back that you see, and we have these details right here, and they have this hook. I always wondered what people use this for. It's not like you're going to hang your boots like this, or when you wear your shoes you hold it by this hook. I don't do that because I always worry about what if ear kauka, I don't want that. I like my shoes looking as intact as they would if I had just received them. They're almost pointy, almost. As you can see at the front, they do have a bit of a square toe, which I love very much because I do have really small feet, but they are wide and flat. So I needed a bit of room here at the front for my toes. I don't want my toes to be fighting for their life at the end of the day, when I'm wearing shoes. That's why I tend to avoid anything that is really thin at the front, and I tend to avoid those because of that very reason. So they have a 5 centimeter heel, so they are not super flat, and I'm happy about that because if you know me, you know I tend to avoid anything that has a bit of a heel to it. Yeah, but this time I was like, you know what, let me be brave. I braved out and decided to get this one that has a 5 centimeter heel to it. There was one which I also liked which had a 9 centimeter. I was like, yo, and again. Yeah, those can miss me. Anyway, the zip is actually functional, as you can see, and let's take this out for you so you can see. Inside they are lined with polyester material as well as polyurethane material at the top. So this is the polyester part and this is the polyurethane part, and outside they are 100% bovine leather. I just needed some quality shoes in my life. I have worn polyurethane or faux leather for a while, and I decided, you know what, let me splurge on some good quality shoe, and that is the very reason why I got this one. Underneath they are lined with thermoplastic, I think, I'm not sure, but I will be reading the details so that you can hear everything about the shoes if you're interested. I feel like it's worth the money, guys, because it's really good quality. But one thing I need to say though is that the leather does crease after a couple of wears. I noticed with the loafer that I unboxed on my last unboxing video that it does crease where you fold your foot or you arch your foot a lot, and for movement I think it's also going to happen here on the ankle. Is this the ankle part? And right here where you bend your foot a lot, it's going to crease. It does happen with shoes, you can't avoid it. But I do like that it does allow for some bending, for some movement, because okay, it's not that hard. And I also do want to mention, I forgot to mention on the last unboxing, the loafers do the same thing. They do have a give, they do allow you to bend as you walk like this. That one was a thermoplastic rubber. This is just thermoplastic from what I see. I'm not sure if there's a difference or there isn't, but I'm hoping that they last. I also want to mention that they are glued onto the sole. They are not sewn in onto the sole or sewn on. I'm not sure how to put that, but that's exactly the story about the shoes, guys. And they do have an insole inside. I'm not sure if I can show it clearly for you to see. The insole is made of polyurethane material. They do have a bit of a cushion as well, so they're really comfortable. And after fitting them, I felt like, gosh, I'm going to need to learn to walk on these shoes because they are very light, ne? Like, no. And I feel like I'm not used to light shoes. Almost all the shoes I own are really heavy because okay, I buy shoes that have a chunky sole to them, so it feels like I'm stomping when I walk. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get used to that, but I'm very excited to incorporate these shoes into my wardrobe, and they have a silver hardware to them, as you can see. I'm happy that this is the only hardware you see on the shoes. Like, you really have to be looking, like staring at me for you to see these. And this is very high up. Let me give you a comparison. I have the boots here that I normally wear. That is why I got this one, because man, it was time for me to have something different. This is how tall these boots are compared to these Chelsea boots. This is the height difference, and also you can see that the heels are equal actually. Like, I feel like it's not that high, I don't know. And surprisingly, they do zip all the way to the top, especially because they stop right below my calf. So I was expecting to not be able to zip up to the end, but I'm actually able to. I just wanted to explain that because I know there are people who tend to struggle when it comes to finding boots that are comfortable and are able to zip all the way up. And I feel like even if they didn't have this small gusset on the side, I still would be able to zip, and still wear the shoe, because I don't feel like there is much stretch, especially when I'm wearing this shoe. But you never know. I just remembered when I did fit these shoes, I wasn't wearing thick socks, So I think this will come handy when it comes to that, during winter, and I'm wearing like stockings under, and then maybe layer with thick socks on top if it's really cold. And I think there are measurements of the circumference of the shoe on Superbalist. I'm not sure. If there is, I'll put it on the screen so you see. You know what? I'll write the link to the boots on the description box, and then you can check that out, if there is or isn't. But I feel like I have given you like a pretty good description of the shoes so that you know what to expect. I also got these shoes in size 36, which is a size 3, and it's my normal size. And I will tell you that my big toe does not even hit this part. I think it stops around here. What if they crease around here, since my toes don't fit all the way in? I'm not worried about that. If it happens, I'll just stick in some stockings or toilet paper, so that that doesn't happen. Anyway, I'm really happy with this purchase, and I feel like on this video I just want to keep it straight to the point and not, ramble. I know myself, I get carried away easily, and I feel like since I don't chat much on my vlogs, like sit down and be all chit-chatty, this is the only chance I get to actually sit down and be telling you about things that I love when it comes to fashion, and things that I feel like I want to wear, planned outfits, anything related to fashion. I feel like this is the only chance we get to actually converse about such things, although it is one way I'm the one talking to you. It would be nice actually for you guys to comment on the comments, tell me what you think, and spend a conversations. I'm actually considering making a video where I talk about my best and worst purchases. Let me know what you think on the comments, guys. Would you like to see that, my own South African version? Because I feel like I watch a lot of those, but from European influencers. Yeah, I feel like the Superbalist app didn't tell me much that I needed to know about the shoes, but I feel like the Mango app does go into detail. So let's go through what the Mango app says. It says that it's 100% bovine leather, pointed side zip fastening, 5 centimeter heel. I feel like I've already touched on those, but okay, let's see. Composition, origin, and care guidelines. I'm not going to get into the care guidelines. If you buy the shoes, you can always look that up, guys. Okay, again, shoe upper is 100% bovine leather. The lining inside is 85% polyester, 15% polyurethane, and the insole is 100% polyurethane, the one that's inside that I told you about. And the sole is 100% thermoplastic, and the fixing sole is 100% glued, which I don't like. I feel like it's guys. It would be nice to have isihlangu ezithungelweyo, because you don't worry much about them, getting worn out quick. The shoe was designed in Barcelona but manufactured in China. So that is the gist of the shoe. So what other question do I need to answer? I got the inspiration of the shoes from COS, mainly COS, because I first saw a similar shoe from there. But that one had a really big gusset. And I also saw one from Massimo Dutti. I absolutely love that one too. There's also one from Sandro, Zara, and obviously this mango one, which is the one I was like, this is exactly what I need, because ezinye were decorated quite a lot. I just preferred this one, especially because of how the gusset looks, and the heel to me was most important too. This is 5 centimeter, and majority of the ones I saw are 7 centimeters and above, and this was the lowest I've seen. So I absolutely love this shoe. I feel like I haven't said that in this video, but I really do, and I feel like I made the right choice when it comes to these. There's also one that's quite affordable on Mango as well. I feel like the most important reason again that I didn't get that one is the heel size. That one I think is also 9 centimeters, and the leather was shiny, like it was the glossy one, but as you can see, this one isn't. And I like that as much as the leather is really smooth, it is grained. Okay, so all material is prone to scratching, ne? But I feel like with this one, I'm not worried much because it's not going to stand out on the shoe. Whereas if it was really smooth and glossy, it would stick out like a sore thumb. So yeah, like you know how much I care about well-being yempahla zam and my shoes. And yeah, I like to keep izinto zam. I like to ensure that is well maintained, okay? Because I don't like uthenga izinto over and over and over. And I feel like right now I've had to buy as a stango because, like I said, I have been wearing these quite a lot. Like you can see in Dobana, they've been everywhere. And I did clean them underneath though, so I'm not worried much. But anyway, as you can see, man, sneaky, and this is not even leather. This is polyurethane actually. And yeah, but the sole is rubber, so I'm happy about that. This one's also glued on, but it hasn't given me any issues actually. And I got these in 2021. Yeah, but the gusset you can see that it is stretched, so that is why I am quite happy that this one's very small and it's not in your face. As you can see, it's well hidden within the shoe. Let me think. I feel like I would style this boot with anything and everything. I wear trousers, I wear jeans, I wear skirts, I wear dresses. I don't wear shorts yet. Maybe I will one day or someday. But I would pretty much style this with everything that I've mentioned. Imagine this with a jean, a dark wash jean or a black jean, a white t-shirt and a blazer. That's normally how I wear fancy endaweni. But when I'm going somewhere, guys, I always forget to take this clothes. Anyway, I feel like I would wear these with ezizinto that I've mentioned. I like blazers a lot. Like even a skirt with a t-shirt and a blazer, or a vest and a blazer, or a shirt. I like to interchange blazers with a bomber jacket or a shirt, especially if it's warm out. I don't wear coats a lot. I actually don't own a coat like those really warm coats, but I do have trench coats. So imagine those with this shoe or a turtleneck. I absolutely love turtlenecks, especially short sleeved turtlenecks. Those are my favorite because I do not like to get too warm. Like if my feet are covered with this boot, let's say, and I'm wearing a jean and I have a jacket that I'm gonna wear on top or a blazer, that's too warm for me to be wearing a long sleeved turtleneck. I'd rather wear a short sleeved one. Or unless the jacket is really light, then I can wear a long sleeved turtleneck. That's just me. I'm trying to see what I didn't touch on. Okay, on my wish list, like I mentioned before, I would love to own a knee length boot that is brown, that has a heel, and that has a croc style look. I did mention that before on my previous unboxing, but I haven't found a boot like that. And the last time I saw a boot like that was from the Fix, and it had a really thin heel. When I wore it, it was like I'm still at beginner stages when it comes to wearing anything that has a heel on, and that one required a professional sauna because my feet were shaking whilst I was wearing the boot. Like it felt unstable. I'm not sure if it was the boot, the heel, or me, you know. Anyway, I didn't end up getting that boot, and I feel like the search continues. You know, I haven't found anything that quite scratches Landau ifuna la boot. So, and because of the size or how thick my legs are, sometimes I find that as knee boots don't zip all the way up, and because of that I end up not buying the boot. I would not want to buy a boot only to not close it all the way up and be forced to wear izinto that are long, you know, that are sweeping the floor because I want to hide that. No. And also I want to mention I do have those satin skirts that are midi length. I feel like they are too short for this boot. I wouldn't want to wear something like that. Like I would want the skirt to be stopping here or here. I don't mind. Or could be sweeping the floor for all like it, but not anything shorter. guys, we have reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, and if you have any question, please feel free to ask away in the comment section. Again, let's interact, guys. Don't hold back, okay? Any question, and then I'll make sure to get back to you. I will link the books on the description box, and I'll also link the alternative book I mentioned in the description box. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos from me. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. It takes only a few seconds, and I'll be seeing you all on the next one. Bye.